Every day I look somewhere where I can find freedom and find peace in my life. And I'm not waiting for a big moment. The finding freedom is the journey. It's the process. We so often wait for this destination to get to the happiness, and we get to the destination and there, you know, there is no happiness. Like, the happiness was in the journey. Like, Hello, freedom finders. Today I decided to get in the streets. I was supposed to go out with a friend, but that didn't work out today. So I'm going to, I think, look for a comfortable office chair because I am doing more sitting at my desk and trying to avoid staying in my bed all the time, sitting there with my laptop. I want to actually sit at my desk. And the chair I have, basically my son is using it right now to game with upstairs, but it's not comfortable anyway. So I'm going to look for another chair and see what the day gets me into. Try to get used to carrying all this camera equipment, have this backpack. So try to get in the habit of recording every day, and I'm using a new filter. It's the I'll put what it is in the comments. It's supposed to help when it's sunny outside. So we shall see. We about to get in these streets. Let's go. So you guys, I got my chair, sitting in my chair here at the place. It's called Comfy Chair in Plano, Texas. Look, it matches my house, you guys. And I'm just waiting for the owner to finish with another customer, and I'm going to get my chair and take it home. So we will have work to do, but he has other chairs in here. I'm gonna turn around and let you guys see them. Just like a secondhand place, and I'm really just patronizing his business. Of course I can order off Amazon, but you know, let's patronize small businesses. I'm a small business owner myself. So my chair, you guys, look at my cute chair. So you guys, I got my chair, and the guy who owned the company, he was a really nice guy. And he gave me a discount, which I always appreciate. So I am off to try to find me something to eat, I guess. I'm not ready to go home yet. It's 91 degrees. It's 2:50 in the afternoon. Like, oh my God. It always feels like hell's little brother in Texas. So we will see what we're gonna do. Let's find out. So I finally figured out what I'm going to eat today. I decided to go over to a crab place. Got a little extra money from picking up my neighbor from the airport yesterday. Much more than I was expecting.
Continue on Firewheel Parkway for 1 mile.
So I am going to treat myself to some crabs. Hey. So let's go over there. So I have arrived, and I'm I'm gonna take you guys in with me. I'm trying to get in the habit of vlogging every day, and then I'm trying to still figure out these camera settings and how it looks and whatnot, and vlogging and continuing to do it is the only way I'm gonna get better. So prepare to be sick of me, girl. But anyway, let's go eat.
I wanna take some time to tell y'all how good God's been to me. When all of the time I was searching the world for more, and yet I couldn't see His love and His grace was with me each and every day. And so I ask Him to guide me with each and every little step that I take. You see, I've been through the struggle and I've been through the rain. I've been through the heartache and I've been through the pain, but I never stop praying, even though sometimes I would fall. So if you ask Him to come into your life, I betcha, He'll answer your call. Oh yes He will, yes He will, yes He will, y'all. Oh yes He will, yes He will, yes He will, y'all. Oh yes He will, yes He will, yes He will, y'all. Oh yes He'll answer your call. See, there's been times in my life the devil tried to make me commit suicide, but then God came and gave me a peace of mind, promised the gift of eternal life. So I gotta thank Him for His love, His mercy, and His grace. And know one day He's coming back for His children. We're gonna meet Him face to face. You see, I've been through the struggle and I've been through the rain. I've been through the heartache and I've been through the pain, but I never stop praying, even though sometimes I would fall. So if you ask Him to come into your life, I betcha, He'll answer your call. Oh yes He will, yes He will, yes He will, y'all. Oh yes He will, yes He will, yes He will, y'all. Oh yes He will, yes He will, yes He will, y'all. Oh yes He'll answer your call. If you need joy and if you need peace, whatever you ask of Him, He'll give you what you need. Cast your cares on Him and He'll turn your life around. I tried Him for myself, that's why I'm telling you right now. You see, I've been through the struggle and I've been through the rain. I've been through the heartache and I've been through the pain, but I never stop praying, even though sometimes I would fall. So if you ask Him to come into your life, I betcha, He'll answer your call. Yes He will, yes He will.
Child, I am good and full. Oh Lord, look at my shiny forehead. I swear, like I say, my forehead gets bigger and bigger. But I am so full. I think I am going to call it a day and head back home, even though it's only 5:52. This 97-degree heat is beating me down. I'm tired, y'all, and then I need to go work on editing video. But it's interesting to see how people react with seeing the camera. Like, I was thinking that it was gonna be like, you know, I'm always so self-conscious about, you know, recording myself in public and whatever, but most people don't say anything, and if they do, they'll be like, oh, you're a vlogger. I'm like, yeah, and they be like, let me see. It always leads to, let me see your channel, or let me see your social media or whatever. But so I actually got a new subscriber today, so ha ha ha. But I think I can do this. Let's see. But maybe I'll talk to you guys as I drive home. But so I got my GPS set. I just really need to be able to get back to the highway. Once I get to the highway, I know I can make it back home without the GPS, but I always have to put it to get to the highway.
Saturn Road, Then turn right onto Northwest Highway.
Ugh, this road's so raggedy. But for everybody who's new here, I haven't said it at the beginning of this video, but I am Farrah.
At the light, turn right onto Northwest Highway.
I am, and this is Finding Freedom with Farrah. I vlog about tiny house living, intentional and purposeful living, and living life on your own terms. I'm really into alternative housing, aka tiny house living, RV living.
Continue on Northwest Highway.
Living abroad, and you know, things like that. I'm very pro getting out of corporate America and living your own life and being free. Hence the term Finding Freedom with Farrah. And so often we sit around and we wait for perfect situations, perfect, you know, have enough money to do whatever. But after losing my job, you know, and not being able to find a new one in my field, you know, I was just like, well, maybe that was God's way of helping me get to my freedom journey and to live actually in my purpose, not to just be making money. Because I mean, I like what I was doing, but I do not like working in corporate America. It's very good money, and really that's the only reason I stayed in it. So I've kind of been thrust back into entrepreneurship, kicking and screaming, because it's so much easier to just get that paycheck every 2 weeks, because at the end of the day I close my laptop. But entrepreneurship is a 24/7 thing. You do have the flexibility to do it when you want to, but sometimes you don't want to. But and the whole Finding Freedom thing is so I renamed my channel. It was just Farrah Alberti channel. I renamed it Finding Freedom because I find freedom in living in my tiny house. I find freedom in I've just experiencing, like, going out to eat. You know, I just went out to eat by myself. People like, oh, I can't go out to eat by myself. Every day I look somewhere where I can find freedom and find peace in my life. And I'm not waiting for a big moment. The finding freedom is the journey. It's the process. We so often wait for this destination to get to the happiness, and we get to the destination and there, you know, there is no happiness. Like, the happiness was in the journey. Like, I've reached so many goals, like buying my house, and, you know, having the car I want, and adopting children, and, you know, a lot of going overseas and traveling and stuff. And then it's like, okay, I had kids now, and you know, it's like I've reached this goal, but, you know, it's not always pleasurable. It's not always, I mean, anybody who has kids knows that it's a lot of work, and nobody can break your heart like your kids can. Lord knows that. But like I say, I look every day to find freedom, to find joy, to find peace in little things. I'm not waiting for the husband. I'm not waiting for this, you know, for a certain amount of money. I'm not waiting for anything. I'm just going to find it every day. And today I found freedom by going to get the chair that I wanted, because trying to sit in that chair, trying to edit videos, trying to do designing, trying to work on my business, trying to take care of these little things, it was just killing my back. And then I was sitting on my bed and not being as productive as I should be. So I was like, I'm going to find freedom today by going to get this chair so I don't have to be in pain. So find freedom, find peace, find joy in everything that you do. Don't wait for the conditions to be right. My life is not perfect by any means. You know,
And I try to tell this story all the time, and I mentioned that I went from a 6-figure job, and I mentioned that because that is, you know, people's goal in life. Like, oh, I got to get a 6-figure job. I got the 6-figure job, and I lost it, you know. And then I tried to get another 6-figure job, and I still may end up getting another 6-figure job, but I'm not going to wait to get back to that 6-figure job to not have happiness. Like, I had gotten to a point, like, even in recent months, like, I was just sitting in the house holding on to every little dime because of fear, because of, you know, once I get my 6-figure job again, or once I get this amount of money, then I can go out to eat again. No, I could die tomorrow, so I'm going out to eat. You know, I'm not going to neglect my bills or whatever, but those little $40-$50 that I used to go out to eat, and that little money that I spent on that chair is going to help me find freedom today. so we'll worry about tomorrow. And, you know, I really, like I said, I really just got to this place of, I'm going to enjoy the process. I'm going to enjoy the happiness of every day. And I hope to God it sticks, because I go through depressive modes. I've had major depressive disorder since I was a child, you know. And I got diagnosed with it in my 30s, you know, about 15 years ago. But, you know, I'm thankful that I'm not in a depressive episode now, and with everything that's going on in my life, I could very well be in a depressive episode. But my depression is not situation based. It's very medical. I have clinical depression, basically. So it's not always about the situation that I'm in. It's about what's going on in my body hormonally and through other things. But I just want to encourage everybody to get out and find your freedom, find your joy, and find your peace today. Don't wait for, I'm not telling you to go out here and be frivolous and be reckless and be whatever, but get up and go to the park. Get up and go get yourself a $5 ice cream or a $5 coffee or whatever, because them $5 ain't gonna destroy you. Because you're going to spend it on something else. But, anyway, I'm going to continue driving home. And if anything happens interesting today, I'll get back on. Sorry for my rants, but I want to encourage you to find freedom today. I'm Farrah. It's Finding Freedom with Farrah, and please like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to get monetized. We already have our subscribers, our 1,000 subscribers, but now we're looking to get the watch hours back. At one point, I did not have the subscribers, but I had the watch hours. But we're trying to fix that. Let's like, share, and subscribe, you guys. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.